Hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Ghiberti with Stampin' with Monica, and welcome to my weekly Facebook Live for my online card class to go. How is everybody doing? Happy Valentine's Day. Hello. I wasn't sure that people would come on. They, thinking that they might go and have a nice dinner. Hello, everybody. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Erin. Welcome, ladies. Okay, so I guess everybody is popping on. We're getting the feed populated, and so we can start. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and start with a little bit of housekeeping. I wanted to remind you that tomorrow is the last day to register for the monthly card class. This month I'm using the Thoughtful Expressions bundle, and we're going to find it in the mini catalog at this page 61 and 62, 60 and 61. So this is the suite that I am going to use for this month's class, and it is a product-based class, and it also can be a club if you subscribe for 6 consecutive months. What do you get in the class? It is about the value of $25 in Stampin'Up products. I am using everything that is in the suite as far as the designer series paper and the embellishments. You will get half a pack of the paper, the entire pack of embellishments, and we're gonna work with the wild wheat in color ribbon in the class, and you're getting a full spool of that. I might add a little bit of a linen thread. We'll see, but these are the designs. You get to make 2 of each for a total of 8 class. And for this suite, the stamp set is a stamp set that requires some coloring. So you can add the bundle at catalog cost. So if you want to register and you don't have the bundle, if you want to do the projects as designed and you want to add the bundle to your registration, you save shipping and tax. You basically just pay for the $55.75 that will be your bundle price. With this, you can also get to choose a free celebration item, and this will be the last 2 weeks that we can do that. Okay, so that's another perk of registering with me and registering for the class. Class is in person, and that will be on the 24th of February, the last Saturday of this month. Usually it is the last Saturday of each month, and it can be done in person, or it can be take it to go. You can porch pick up or shipped. The cost for the one-time registration is $38, and if you need it to be shipped, it's an extra $8 to be added. If you would like to join the club and commit to 6 months, then you save a little bit, because the cost is $36 instead of $38, and shipping is always the $8 added to it. Okay, the registration closes tomorrow, so if you would like either join and do a monthly subscriptions via PayPal, or I'm offering also the option, if you don't want to do PayPal but you want to do cash or check, you can prepay for 6 consecutive months. If you want to join the club, then I will require the prepayment for the 6 months. So it's easier for me to keep track of everything. If you just want to pay for the class, register tomorrow. I will by tomorrow. My email will be going out tomorrow morning for the last call, and you can register there. Okay, but let me know if you're interested. So this is the class, and these are the samples right here. So there's a little bit of color involved. You can use to do watercolor if you own. We're gonna base the coloring with our in colors, boho blue, wild wheat, and moody mauve. A little bit of crumb cake and old olive or mossy meadow, one of the two, which one you have. And then we're going to do some daffodil delight as well. But all the list of all the supplies will be in the email. So tomorrow is the last day. 4 different cards, for 2 of each, and there's going to be, some of them are fun folds. You get half a pack, a full bolt, and this one. Okay. Well, Aaron, there's a reason why, because I had a glitch, and so the reminder will be going in out. The previous one didn't go out because I had a problem with constant contact. Okay, so this is the registration for tomorrow. Then, and we're gonna use these dies. So for those to go, please know that I will just do the die cutting of whatever is not included in the bundle. Okay, so whatever you need to stamp first, you will have to have the dies and the stamp. Okay, I might do the labels. It depends on, but all the little things, like if there's small leaves to be cut and that kind of stuff, then I'll put the cardstock in there. This is for the to go. Okay, just giving you the thing. Then so the crafty kit. Then stay tuned. Yet again, tomorrow we'll go. There's going to be another email for my Super Saturday. So it's my crafternoon that I usually do the last Saturday of each month. And this month, my crafternoon, last month, or the beginning of this month, it was my Be Mine Stamp Camp, and all the projects are in here. Added also with the add-on class, and I did the videos. Everybody received their supplies, and so I'm just going to briefly show you what the stamp camp entailed. So they got to make 2 little boxes. Okay, they're, yes, Valentine's, but not complete, because this one, yes, it has a heart, but you know, it's for you. Then they got to make this card. This is a fun fold, and we used the Be Mine suite of products. This is another card, and then let me take everything out. This is another card. This is a birthday card, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Then the add-on class was using the Sending Love, and this one I might, as I said, I was going to do it separately, and I might do it later because it doesn't have to be all Valentine-y, because this is basically a sent with love, a little love from me to you, welcome friend, and I miss you. So these are the cards. They got to make 4 cards, and includes the cost of the stamp set. And then the sampler, and in the stamp camp also they made a sampler, and let me go and grab it for you, so then you know pretty much what I do in my stamp camps. You can hold on a minute, and I'll be right back. I forgot that I put it away. So this is the frame. So I don't provide the frame, but I provide the design of everything. So this is my sampler that we did this month using the Be Mine. And it's not a Valentine because I wanted to say, be happy, be you, you're sweet as honey. Okay? So nothing Valentine-y, just very cheerful set of images there, and we used the designer series paper and everything. So I had fun. The next stamp camp will be in March. Stay tuned. And so make sure that you grab it, because this can be done in person in my studio or also to go. And those that got it to go, they got a video tutorial for each of the projects, and also the measurements to cut the designer series paper, because I don't do that. Okay, that is something that, because sometimes people don't like what I choose as far as pattern, so they can choose a different pattern, so I give them the opportunity to do that as well. Okay, so welcome again to everybody, and I'm so glad that you're here. And let's start with the class. And let me grab my what is this, mini catalog to show you what we're going to work with tonight. And it's called, not this one, that will be another one. Oh my golly, I lost it. Here, it's the thoughtful moment. So we went from thoughtful expressions to thoughtful moments, and I focused on brayering and this hybrid embossing folder that you see down here, and then that I can show you right there, right here. So this is the embossing folder. I don't know if you can see it, all the words. Thank you, oh happy day, thinking of you, love you, you make me happy, get well, just because, celebrate with sympathy, and hello. Okay, and this is the set of dies that will be die cutting all the words. It's called hybrid because it does emboss and cut at the same time, and it's gonna be locking in here, and I'm gonna show you. It locks in here. So the way you do it, locks in here. You put the paper on top, you close it, and then you're gonna use the sandwich in the die cutting machine like you would do a embossing with a 3D embossing folder. But I'm gonna show you because I skipped a step in one of my projects in the project, so I can show you. We're gonna use also the brayer, and I used this one. I own the one that Stampin'Up had a long time ago. This one is different. It's not spongy at all. Okay, it's more robust as far as I can explain. And so when you run it with the ink, it doesn't smush, and so the ink, not as much ink will go in places where it's not needed. Plus it has 2 feet so you can lay it on your working surface, even if it is work surface. Even if it is inked, it will not mess up your working station. You just need to clean it with your chamois or under the water, or grab a paper towel and just do like such. And let me just do it because I want to make sure that it's all clean. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it there on the side. Do you have a view, or should I lift this one up a little bit so you see better? Okay, down here. Okay, I'm glad you're going to demonstrate the brayer. It's very easy, so not too complicated. The one thing that you need to remember when you are inking with the brayer, let me go back to this one. So this bundle, first of all, the hybrid, it's called, the item is 162927, and it's called Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder, and it's $38, and it comes with the embossing folder and the die. Okay, so for $38 you get this, the two of them. The brayer is $16. You could use the brayer or not, because you can also use your ink pads to smash here, but it becomes a little bit more messy. Okay, so when you're inking your brayer, you just go, let me put this away so I have room. Basically, you're just going one way. So you're rolling it one way. Remember that these, the little feet will have to face up when you ink, and then you roll it. So don't go back and forth. Just roll, 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 ink it, and the same way would be when you are applying the ink. Okay? And so we're going to start. In combination with this bundle, tonight I'm using the Softly Stipple 12x12 designer series paper that is part of one of the offerings from Sale-a-bration. Remember, we have until February 29th to take advantage of Sale-a-bration, and everything in this mini brochure as of now is still available. Okay, the closer we get to the end of the month, the more chances would be that they sell out. But on top of these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10 more options to celebrate, because you have different other options that you can choose with your either $50 or $100 order, and you can then choose these items for free. Okay, so then I will not stop reminding everybody of the great opportunity to host, because when you reach $300 in total sales, you get $30 extra in free product, so it's a minimum of $36. But also, to when you join or purchase the starter kit to become a happy discount shopper, to be able to enjoy a minimum of 20% discount, to join a nice group of ladies if you decide to join under me. We have fun. We have monthly meetings. We have meetings during the week, Zoom meetings, and we do swaps. We do I always do a Christmas celebration where we have a party, and it's fun. I am grateful and very lucky of for all the ladies that decided to join my team, and they decided to take advantage of the discount. Not everybody has. You don't have to do anything. Just enjoy the discount. If you want to do what I want to do, what I'm doing, I can help you. If you don't, it's more than welcome. You do you. That's the thing. Do you. Whatever feels comfortable for you. If your comfortable level is just shop for yourself and save money, that's fine. If you then want to share with your friends and have classes, even better. If not, everything is fine. Okay? So, another perk of being a happy discount shopper is that we get to see product at least a month before they get released to the regular customer base. And so at the beginning of February, we were able to start pre-ordering the new online exclusives that will be available to customers at the start of March. And this is just a little sampling of what it's. We have at least 2 suites. There are to die for, because this is the flowering zinnias and I love it. I haven't played with that. I need to create swaps. So, and then that includes the entire suite includes an embossing folder, embellishments, the stamp set, the dies. Also, there's another item that can be pre-ordered, but this is not all, because we were able to, for the first time, to pre-order everything that is going to be out in March. So I haven't gone through mine yet, but I will. I have a pile of my pre-order, so it would be fun to play with them. I know, Beverly, one day, maybe one day, it'll be nice, because it's always fun. Okay, so let me go and start with the class. And so as usual, the class is free for you to watch. Obviously, it's on Facebook, so you're free to join me to watch it. Please go and share this with your friends. Invite your friends, and maybe they will be interested in seeing how, you know, the brayer is used and that kind of stuff. I am starting today with my annual I love my customers ordering special, where I'm adding extra stuff when somebody places a qualifying order. So usually so what I'm showing you tonight are 3 cards, and you can get the kits to recreate the cards free with a minimum order of $40. If your order goes reaches $50 or more, you get the kit from me, and then you'll be able to select the product from Sale-a-bration, from the Sale-a-bration selection. But from today until the end of the month, until February 29th, I'm also adding extra stuff. That will be, obviously, like usual, you get the free embellishment that I offer for my class. For this week will be something, next week will be something else. You get the kit, you get the free embellishment, you get a pack of 6x6 assorted paper, 24 sheets that it's randomly chosen, but you get 24 sheets and 5 handmade cards. Ladies, you should see how many cards I have. So from past classes, swaps that I designed, that I've received, and be sure that the cards will be top notch. Okay, you get the cards and they will be ready for you to use. So with your order that is over $60, that's always the caveat, has to be more than $60. Before shipping and tax, you will receive your Sale-a-bration and everything that I mentioned before, the free embellishment and everything else. But you have to use the host code. This host code is my monthly host code that will tell me that you want the class, and then you want to get, and then automatically you also will get the perks of ordering with me until the end of the month. Okay, let's start crafting and be messy. Let's see. Okay, so the first card, let me move everything here and grab my stuff here. So I told you everything that I needed to tell you. Let's move everything away and let's start. Okay, so the first set of supplies that you could be receiving if you qualify for the class are these. Remember that nothing is pre-stamped, and for this class there's no stamping at all. There is coloring but no stamping. So as I said, I'm using this set of paper, and like I did last week, there's in the class that I did last week, there was a 2 sheets of paper that had flowers already printed, and this paper coordinates. Okay, now I lost something that I wanted to show you. Oh my golly, I had it in front of my nose. How can that be? Can you tell me how that can be? That I am so oh, here it is. Oh my golly. So this set of paper coordinates with a bundle that I did not purchase because, as I told you previously, I don't buy everything in the catalog. I buy only what I like. Okay, that's my thing. And so it's the Stipple Rose or something, right? Isn't that there? So this is the bundle that coordinates with the paper, and has a set of dies. The dies, though, do not cut the paper, okay? The dies are way bigger than the paper right here. So there's fussy cutting that I will not do for you, but I will give you the piece of paper for you to fussy cut, okay? So this is the sheet. That's the one. For those of you that already have this paper, probably you already did some of the fussy cutting. So tonight I grabbed some, and so here it is. Okay, I colored this one here, and what I used, two colors, Old Olive and this is Calypso Coral. Okay, light and dark for both. I went and colored first with the light, and then where you see already, you know, marked from the paper, then I went on and added, and I'm going to show you, and probably I'm going to add a little bit more. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to go here, and because we're going to blend it. Okay. And I like doing that. It's easy because the design of the paper or the stamp set already gives you where, you know, the idea of where, you know, the shading has to go. Okay. And I'm not a good watercolor person, but Stampin'Up does the job for us. So you blend, and then probably there's a better way, but then it's gonna blend, and you only get the dark. See, you see some of the, so I always go with the light first, and then I do my whatchamacallit, shading at the end, okay? And I do the blending with the light. And this is alcohol based, so it dries almost immediately. But the more you go over, the more you blend. So those harsh marks that I did, they're going to be blending nicely. And when you color with the blends, there's no need to press hard on the tip. It's just a nice light touch, okay? No pushing too hard. Okay, so this is where then you get a little bit of shading done there. Okay, on top of that, you could also add our Wink of Stella to make it, you know, sparkly and make it better, just on the rose buds there, so it's going to be even better, like such. Okay, so this is all the coloring that you could do, and I don't know if you see the sparkly there. Okay, so let's start with the first card. This is going to be easy peasy, nice and easy. So this is a card base in Lost Lagoon, and I took all the colors that are listed in the back here. Okay, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Pebble Path, Pool Party, and Wild Wheat. So it's easy peasy, nothing to stress about. Which color should I pick? I don't know which one. Then Wild Wheat that I embossed with this embossing folder that is in the annual catalog. Okay, remember the annual catalog will retire on April 30th. The new catalog will come out on May 1st. And those that will be going to the on stage, that is the Stampin' Up! Big Convention next month, will get to see the new products. We'll get to see the new products, and I think we will get the chance to pre-order some of the new products ahead of time. So I think I'll be able to, if I'm good, to bring some of the projects. Well, I'm going to show it at our meeting, but also for those of you that will come to the retreat, I might have some of the new products to show. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on there and a line of adhesive there, just because I want this to be level. I don't know if my flowers are straight or not. Okay, and we're gonna go like such. This is my go-to layout. When I'm short of ideas, this is my layout. And now I'm gonna go and put this paper down there. Do you see how everything coordinates? It's so easy peasy, really. So easy peasy. Now, as a reminder, I give away the cards that I designed during my class, the 3 cards, so 3 winners, but the catch is that you need to stay until the end, and how you get entered is by making comments, okay? So this is that. Then I took one of the stylish circles from the stylish shapes dies, and this will go right here, so I can put it down because I will not do anything to it. So this can be put down. So this card, as far as these steps, we are good. So see, this is a sketch. 2 pieces there, that's a sketch. Now, and then I can put this one as well. Might as well do that, right? Then we're gonna go and create our sentiment, and I'm gonna show you what I did for mine. And actually, we're gonna do it together. Okay, and this is gonna go like such. Okay, and then I'm gonna wait for this part, because you know there's gonna be embellishment, right? Oh, I forgot, tonight I am going to give you a choice. Okay, so you're gonna vote between getting the classic matte dots or the Simply Elegant trim. So when I ask you, we gotta vote and see which one will be the embellishments that I'm gonna offer for this week, okay, with the over $30 order. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wait for this one because it depends. Let's work on our insert, because this one will not need anything but a little strip of the designer series paper, and I am putting this one just to bring out the color that I used in the front for my roses, and also because this has a little bit of a pattern with the roses. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so this will go down in the middle. Okay, and so this part can be set aside. Now, let's get messy. Okie dokie. So let's play with this. Okay. Now, if you want to try, I'm not going to do it tonight, but if you want to try, if you have this or you decided to buy it, it's $38. So you're almost there to get at least the supplies to recreate the cards. And you get supplies to recreate 6, not 3, but 6. And you would need a 6x6 piece of paper. So when you run it this way, so you're gonna put, you focus on the side that has the Stampin' Up logo, okay? And this is where this is gonna be locking in. You will put this one in, and then you will run this into the die cutting machine, and I'm gonna show you right here. I'm not gonna run it all because I am particular. I don't like to have a bazillion of these laying around. I like to do it whenever I need them. So I will cut small pieces. But if you want to do like I did, just like I said, you're gonna need this sandwich. You're gonna need platform number 1. Put this one down with the spine going in first, and then you're gonna put this one number 4 and run it through. Okay, once you run it through, and I'm gonna show you with the color cardstock. Let me see, because I did, oh, here. When you run it through, this is a little piece that, this is what it comes out to be. So it comes out to be embossed and cut at the same time. This hybrid embossing folder is different from the previous one that we have, because those you could just also emboss by itself, and you could do that, but it's because of the pattern. This one, it will give you a pattern of a bunch of words that you will put in the background, but I don't think it will be nice. Okay, and so hold on, because this is the representative that calls every single Wednesday. Okay, so that's the only thing. Okay, so as I said, this is what it comes out to be when you don't do anything to it. Okay, there. Oh my golly, this lady is obnoxious. Obnoxious every Wednesday. Okay, got it? Now, let's go and show you what to do. I'm gonna grab a small piece of basic white, and let's see, and I'm gonna show you right here with the brayer. Okay, let's move this one for a minute because I need room. But so let me show you with the white, and then I'll show you with whatever I need to do with mine. Let's see, which one is the one that I needed to do? Not sure. Oh, thank you. Let's do that. So I want to use thank you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my ink, could be Memento, but for this one I think I did, for this card I'm gonna do one in white because I need it, and then the other one on colored cardstock. So I need just a thank you, and I'm like that, but you can just do. So I'm not pressing hard, okay? I don't know if you can see. No need to press hard, and then you're just gonna roll it. Okay, and no need to press hard. I'm gonna put it all over so I can show you. Okay, then this one gets laid down there. It's not gonna touch anything. And I'm gonna clean it. So just to show you, okay, it does only ink the words. Now I need thank you, right? So I'm gonna take my die. This is the way, so the die is facing up, okay? And I'm gonna just have it lock in place. I'm gonna put my there, put it down, okay? And then I'm gonna take my die cutting machine, putting this one down. My spine is going first, and then I'm going with this, okie dokie, and let it roll. Okay, move it. Let's see what I got. Okay, and this is what I got. And it's not gonna be a it's gonna be like that, okay? It's not a crisp inking. That's the way it's supposed to be, okay? So this I can set it aside. Now I need to do what I need for this card. So for this card, I'm gonna use my, you can run this underwater, but now I'm gonna clean it because it had, and because we're using whatchamacallit, water-based ink, is gonna come off. Now I am going to clean this as well because I'm switching color. Don't need to put my hand in there. Okay, and you could use your chamois, but I'm gonna do this because it's faster. And it's all cleaned. Okay, and I am going to make sure that it's dry. And now I'm going to apply, I want this to have a bit of color. I don't want to do a plain like this. See, this is plain, where you just cut it out. You see, it doesn't have any lines. Look at my hands. You can tell that I'm crafting, right? So what I'm going to do is now take Calypso Coral, because I'm going to do color on color. It's going to be subtle, but I want it that way. And yet again, I'm going to do like such. I am not pushing on my ink pad, okay? I'm just going to roll it. And then I need Oh Happy Day, so I'm going to go here and ink. Okay? And let me know if you have questions. And I'm gonna put, yet again, our dies. We're gonna put Oh Happy Days. I'm gonna do like that. And I'm gonna run it. Oh, this is heavy. Oof. I'm gonna run it the same way. Out of the way. And when you take it out, when you do color on color, it's very subtle, but still it's better than, I mean, you can see it better than this, right? Can you see the difference? Look at my hands. I'm sorry. Okay, can you see this? There's a bit of difference. Okay, so, and I'm gonna clean again, just to make sure that I'm for later on. And the only part that you need to clean is the one that has the logo. Okay, so this is done. And then if you want, you can clean your dies, but they don't get lots of inking. My hands on the other side do. Okay, so then Stay tuned, because at the end we're gonna try something that I just popped into my head. Okay, now that I have my sentiment, I can finish the card. So this is gonna be going like this: oh happy day, like such. And we're gonna do a fake bow, because otherwise it will be too bulky. Okay, there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive there, just to make this one stick for the time being, so it's not gonna run away. And then that. So I'm gonna put now a dimensional, and then I'm gonna use 2 mini dimensionals. Top and down at the bottom, because in my original one it was not staying put the way I want it. Okay, so then here we go. Oh happy day. Voila. Okay, so this card is done after we put our embellishments. And for this one I chose to put, so these, the classic matte dots, they have white, very vanilla, basic gray, and basic black. Remember that the white and the vanilla you can color with your Stampin' blends, whichever color you want. Okay, and we're going to grab all the small ones. So I'm gonna go 1, ooh, come on up, 2, and 1 right there. Okay, so my first card is done. Okay, simple and easy, nothing fancy. Okay, this one and this one, card number 1. Then let's move on to card number 2. Ooh, this one we're gonna have fun. Yes. Yes, we're going to have fun with this one. Let me do the thank you first. Let me do this card first, and that one at the end. Okay, so for this card, these are the supplies needed, and also those that you might get in your kit. Okay, what I used is a card base in wild wheat that we're going to fold in half and crease the lines well. This is my go-to fold. Okay, then you have your card base, the insert. You have, this is Pebble Path. You have Pool Party that was embossed with the something bricks and exposed brick or something. It's in the annual catalog, and I forgot the name. I should have buy a labeler and put the label on each of my stuff, but it's me. Okay, this is easy peasy, nice and easy. The paper, you will get circles and a strip of paper that will go over there. I think I need to fix this one. Yes, cut it better at 2, because this is a bit wider than 2. Okay, and then you get either a circle or 2 halves, and you'll see why. Patterns are these. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and this. I'm gonna take my dimensionals, This is a layout that I used for one of my cards that I did either a swap or in my catalog kickoff event. So if you've seen this one before, you know. So that, and I'm putting only on one of the on the bottom, in the middle, I mean, because I can always add. This one has to go straight. Okay, then I'm gonna put one in the middle of this and one in the middle. Come on out. Come on. This one is giving me grief. Okay, there. And I'm gonna tuck, ooh, don't stick to my nails. And I'm gonna tuck this half right there. So we don't need a hole, right? Just need half. Okay. Then we are taking a bit of, so now that I know that it's all done, I can add extra dimensionals. That's what I do every single time. I put one in the middle, and then whenever I need, okay, I can put one and one there. So it's all leveled. Okie dokie. So now I'm gonna put a bit of adhesive here. I'm gonna do my fake bow yet again. Okay, I want these to be nice and long. Okay, stick it down like such. And I'm gonna put a dimensional to secure it right there. It's not gonna go anywhere. And if I need to pull, I can still pull a bit. Okay, are we good? Okay, now we did this thank you before that I use in my original one, but we will have to choose because I've done something different as well. So let me go in and put this one together and then finish and tell you what I have to finish this one. So this is a strip that I'm going to attach to the flap, and this one, it has a little bit of a, you know, direction, but that's okay. Yeah, it does. So whenever you cut your paper, make sure that you are checking the direction. Okay, and then this one, we didn't do anything to it, so it can go down. It's not stamped or anything because, as I said, it's a non-stamping class, but we are using ink with the brayer. Okay, so that goes that. Now I can layer this on my, I don't know why these are, they don't want to come out the way it's supposed to. 3 and 4, and this will go right there. Okay. Okay, now I need you to help me. So this is my original. Okay. That's Pebble Path. Okay. Or this is what I thought after. Which will be for you? This color. So Pebble Path or Calypso Coral. 1 or 2. So far I have Calypso Coral. Okay, I need somebody else. Number 1. Hey, Susan. Okay, coral. Let's do the coral. And then I can show you what the other one looks like. Okay, so this will go here, but we're not done. Okay, and I should have put my small dimensional underneath to start with. And I'm going to put another one here, but I wanted to secure this one first. Voila. Now I do have these foliage, and this comes from the Thoughtful Expressions dies, the one that we're going to use in the monthly class. And I'm going to tuck these under like so. And I'm going to use mini dimensional, not mini dimensional, mini glue dots. Okay. So I'm going to grab this and put it there. Stuck to my hand already. So we're going to go. This is how I do my cards, okay? This is always the last thing that I do. Because I reach a point and said, oh, but this should need such and such. And then I do my adding at the end. Okay. This. And this we're going to tuck it right there. And then we're going to do the opposite. For these. Okay. Pick it up. This one is going to go under there. And the little one is going to go under here. Like such. Okay, so this is my card front, and now we're going to use either liquid glue or I'm going to do dimensionals just because. So my dimensionals will go to here because I know it's going to be sticking there, and then flip it and to there. This one is giving me there. I'm going to just go with this because it's going to be just killing me. I'm going to grab this one. And voila. No. No. See, I was not thinking. These are the only two that I need. And here we go. I'm gonna center it, top and bottom, left to right, and here we go. And now I'm going to add my embellishments, and this time I'm gonna go with the Very Vanilla. And I'm gonna do, because we can, we have, doesn't have to be white for sure. Okay, so this is the other card. So this is with the Calypso Coral, and I'm gonna stick a small dimensional. Right there. Voila. Okay, Calypso Coral or Pebble Path. So now you can see. Okay, you see the difference. Calypso Coral that you voted for, and this is Pebble Path. Okay, now let's do the last card, and it's actually the first one that I designed, but this has extra stuff. So did I do, nope, I need the paper. So those supplies that you will get if this is Pebble Path, you have your insert, you have a panel of Pool Party that I emboss with the Distress Tiles, whatever is the name of it. I love this embossing folder. Then you have a panel of Calypso Coral. These two are die cut with the Thoughtful Expressions dies. They have become one of my favorites. And this is what's the name of it? It's this is Basic White, and this is the not Smoky Slate, the Gray Granite. This is Gray Granite. This is the piece that we're going to use to stamp, and this is a strip of paper that you would need. Okay, and then I took, this is another of the images that are already stamped, and I just color with the same colors. Okay, and it did there, so no need to have a stamp if you're doing this, or a die, set of dies. Okay, so for this one we are going to, I just need, and the sentiment that I'm using is going to be thinking of you. This one was clear, and I just need to put my dies in because I'm not going to ink them now. It's going to come out white, so it's locked. I'm going to put my thinking of you, the piece there, close, okay, and then take my platforms, put it in, and this one, put it in, and off I go. Okay. And this is what we get. Thinking of you, like I showed you. But wait, we're not done. You just clean, take all of these scraps, put this aside. Now I'm going to take my brayer and let me check what color. Oh, there. So I already have a bit of Calypso Coral, and I'm going lightly to go over it. I am not pushing. Oh, okay. I'm going to redo it because mine is not Calypso Coral. I got to cut it another one. Okay. So this is Calypso Coral, and I keep it on the side, and I'm going to die cut another one here to the side because I was looking at my sample, and my sample doesn't have Calypso Coral. It has another color. Duh, Monica. And I'm going to do it this way. And let me run it through. I apologize. I was looking at it and didn't put two and two together. I was looking at my sample. I said, what? Okay. Grab this and let me just do one thing. Okay, one thing that you need to make sure is that you're holding on to your embossing folder, because and dies, because the paper might move, like it just happened to me. But now I got it. Okay, and I'm gonna clean my brayer because the color that I wanted is different. Are these flowers in the same DSP as the other paper? Yes, everything is in the, I'm using the Designer Series paper. I'm going to show you the sheet, okay? Just a minute. Okay, I'm good. So, this is the paper, and of course I have a pack that is almost gone. So this is the paper, and this is the sheet that I'm using where I fussy cut. And as you can see, it has a bigger set of roses, smaller and smallest there, and this is the backing, okay? And you have 2 sheets of those. Okay, if that was the question, Erin. Okay, this is all part of the Softly Stipple Designer Series paper. Now, the color that I used in my original one is Memento. So you also can see the difference. So this is small. And I'm just going to press. Not press, just pick up the color. And now I'm going to go over lightly. I am not putting pressure. I'm just rolling and rolling and rolling and moving. Okay? Now, you could also use your blends to do so. I tried, but it was messy, so I like this one better. But you could try if you want to. You can use your blends and just run it over, but your touch has to be really, 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 really light. Otherwise because it's gonna bleed. Okay, so here we go. I cleaned it, right? Because I'm gonna use it again. Oops, and if you press, then this comes off. There. Now, the pieces. I need this embossing folder. I need my pool party. I'm gonna ink, and I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna run this one. And I am not pressing. Okay. So there you go. Okay, clean this one just to make sure that all my ink came off. And set it aside. Okie dokie. So now, did you see what I did? So I did with Memento, and this is with Calypso Coral. Okay. Now we just need to decide. So my card is gonna go like this. And this is the last one. Okay. Like so. We're gonna take Calypso Coral. To this one, I did not do anything, but I didn't want to run to another piece on the, using another embossing folder. It would have been too much for me, I think. So I'm just gonna do this. And you basically just need to do it on 3 sides. Okay. This is gonna go down flat. This is gonna go right here and top to bottom, but I'm gonna leave a little bit of an edge there. Then this one is gonna go on with dimensionals, and I think I'm gonna grab a new set, a new sheet of dimensionals after this. No, I'm gonna use them all. Okay. Put one in the middle just because. This one I can. Okay. And this one is gonna be like such. Straight. And there. So then another easy peasy layout, okay? Easy peasy. Because if you have to work with techniques and stuff, then you don't want anything else to add, right? Then we're gonna layer these two together. As I said, love these dies, and we're not stamping on these. And as I said, this is gray granite combined with pebble path. Okay, then more dimensionals, just in case you were wondering. This time I'm gonna go across like such. Voila. And we're almost done. Okay, so this is gonna go right there. Simple and easy. My set of roses that I cut, and to them I'm gonna add a little bit of Winkostella, just because. Remember, you could use your blends, you can use your watercolor pencils, you could use your regular markers, you can even use an old or even Winkostella and dip the color into the ink pad and apply it to your image. Okay, so different ways of coloring. So we're gonna put all these down. Like so. Okay, which way did I do mine? Like such. So this is gonna go, let me see, is it a different rose? No, it's the same row. Yep, no, this is how it goes. This is how I put mine down. It's different. This rose is looking down. I want my rose to look up. So we're gonna do like such. Like that. Okay. Now, choices. Either we go with this or we go with this. I think this time I will go with this one, but or this. Memento or Calypso Coral, black. I gotta vote. Okay, you're agreeing with me. So now I'm going to put dimensionals, and I'm going to do all mini dimensionals because we're going to put down here. Okay, just because. Okay, so then this one is gonna go like such. It's a little bit higher, and then I know I had a bow already made, and so remember, you need to tell me what kind of embellishment I should offer as a free, either the dots or the Simply Elegant trim. I know last time that I used these, you voted for the dots, and those were your favorite dots. Include the trim. I have to vote trim. Okay. So as an offer would be the trim. And we are going to put this one down like so. I love this trim. Just love it. Good pick, ladies. Okay, thinking of you. And now I'm using the dots, and this time I'm gonna go with the basic gray. And let's see, this one is going to be different because I don't know why it's different. Every card is not the same. And this was supposed to be there. I'm going to put it right there. No, I don't like it. 1, 2. That will not be visible. There. Okay. Now for the inside, we're going to do this. You're going to watch color. Gonna watch me color quickly. Okay. So I'm going to show you how not so what I do is don't pay much attention to my coloring. I mean, I do pay attention, but it's not something. Okay. I'm going to do a quick coloring. Love me some blends. I think at one point I'm going to offer an ordering special with offering blends. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, let me figure this out. I think this can go down there. The rest is going to be let me go back. Once I put the color, I can figure out which is which. This is all a rose. And this is all another rose. Yep. Okie dokie. How easy it is. Right? There. I think this needs a little bit. It's a rose. Petal there. Okay. Done. This is done. So I'm going to grab my insert. I'm going to glue this one down. Here, because this was an edge in the paper that I did not want to throw away, so I'm going to use it inside. Voila, 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 voila. This card is done. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have a minute. Isn't this cute? Stinking cute. Simple layout, but showing you the use of the brayers and how you can use the dies. And those are, I think, a good staple because you don't have to, you can cut a bazillion of sentiments and do your thing. Now, if you want to bear with me for a minute, I just thought of something, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I want to try. Okay, do I have anything? Let me try this. Okay, I have this one. I'm going to try. I'm not sure. Ooh, maybe this. Okay, hello. And then I'm going to grab this. I'm gonna grab this. Okay, so I'm trying something. I'm using Versamark. Okay, so number 3 is the one. I'm gonna show you something. If it works, it might not work. Okay, something that just popped in my head. And I wanted to try. I'm going to do this just because. Okay, I'm going to grab my Memento. Not Memento. This is Versamark. Okay, let's see if it works. I'm going to put this one sticky, and I'm going to go over Not sure if it works. Okay, I'm gonna try. It's worth the try. Okay. Ooh, doggy. There. It does. Huh. Let me just put this one on top. Now I'm gonna grab the inside. Do you see what I'm doing? I want to see if it works. Let me grab my heat tool. Let me see. Oops, where's my thing? My plug. Hold on, ladies. I'll be quick. Gotta find my plug here. Let's try it. One thing is that one is getting in the way. So I'm gonna leave it like such. And I'm gonna use this so it doesn't fly away. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yay. Voila. And you can even do it on color. Okay, ladies. Got it? And you can even, let's try it. Might as well. See how it looks on color cardstock. Okay. This one, I'm gonna dump it all in just to see how it looks like. Maybe too much. Maybe too much. I didn't press. Okay. Where's my thing? Oh, I put it away. Okay. So imagine this on black with white. Hot. And voila. Done. Okay, this and this, so you can do it. Ta-da! Okie dokie. Now I know that it works. Yay. I don't know if it's happier me or you, but okay, make sure that you wash your thing in there. So we are done. The class is done. Let me recap. Okay, this is messy. So this is our card number 3. And then card number 2, because this is the one and then card number 1. Okay, so these are the cards, and I hope you liked the class, you enjoyed it. The paper is gorgeous. So in this case, you can say that I didn't do any of the stamping. It's just using the dies. They're not so complicated to use, very simple, but you can do so many things with them. I like the variety of the sentiments. They can go with any occasion. And so I hope I inspired you, maybe give you the idea to go get it. And then if you would like to take advantage of my special, ordering special, please do so. You just need to place your order for this week's class by the February 18th with this host code. And then your order of $40 will only get you the supplies. Remember, this I will not... I might do the die cut. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not going to do the fussy cutting. You just get the paper, whatever. Okay. For this one, we'll see. Because obviously you want to have your dies to recreate the cards, right? And then if your order is of $50 or more, remember, before shipping and tax, you get the supplies plus 1 free celebration of your choice. If you go over $60 in merchandise, and you could order for any of the catalogs, okay, whatever is available online to customers, you can place the order, and then you get all of the above, and then I'm gonna give you a free embellishment. So this time you're gonna get the trim, okay, a pack of 6x6 assorted paper. So you get 24 different sheets, can be from any packs that I have laying around. I can tell you that those will be retired, but I have beautiful paper still laying around, plus 5 cards. Okay, so this is it, and thank you for joining me tonight for the class that I called the Thoughtful Moments card class.